Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Cobb Update for this Friday afternoon. It's been a long week, hasn't it? It feels like it's absolutely dragged in, but we've got to Friday. We've done another 5 shows on the Cobb Update. We're doing well on it. The amount of people in here chatting has been brilliant since we started this at the beginning of January. I think it was the first Monday in January. So it's been really, really good. If you're in here, you're very welcome. Throw all your comments in there and we'll talk about them in the next half an hour. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share if you want to, and as I said, the comments are the most important bit. But 40 shows a month free on YouTube and across your podcast platform, so all the likes and shares and all that sort of stuff, and mostly the comments, are a huge help. Where are we going to start today? Big up Gav. Klopp comments on Carvalho, says to me he's signing. Says Ali, yeah, I'm going to get on to Klopp and his little chat about signings and deals and stuff like that. I'm going to talk Harvey Elliott, talk Diaz, Cardiff, whatever comes up in the chat as well, because usually you send me down some rabbit hole or off on some tangent and I enjoy it for 30 minutes or so. Rumours, we've spoken to Bellingham also. I've seen that last night. When we were talking on the Man on Football show, I did see the rumours about Bellingham, but again, I don't know how reliable them rumours are. But listen, we'll have to wait and see. It will be a Jude Carvalho summer. Carvalho and Jude are mates, says Ali A. Let me see. Blessings all, says Bejan. I think he's up early. I think it's an early one for Bejan. But let's Mel Reddy confirm the Kieran. Your mic is slightly low, Gav. It's up to its highest. It's up to its highest here, and it always comes out perfect. I don't know what it is with some people when they're listening that I'm low, but trust me, that mic is right in front of me and at its highest setting. Afternoon all. Our Gav says, Cal, fantastic to Liverpool, back this weekend and a fully fit squad. I did see something about I seen something about Thiago may have a chest infection and may miss out with the weekend. That'll be unfortunate. David Lynch has said it's a done deal. That was with regards to Carvalho. I think he was speaking to an official Liverpool supporters club, but he has mentioned that as well. And Mel Reddy, I think, has mentioned something on it too. So let's start with Carvalho. So it looks like, all the talk around the transfer deadline day was him signing. Would he go back on loan? We know all this. But it looks like Liverpool have kept their foot on that pedal and have reached an agreement with Fulham for the transfer to go through at the end of the season. And the fee that was agreed on transfer deadline day is the fee that Fulham will receive. 10 a.m. here in Barbados, Gav, says Bejan. That's nice. 10 a.m. is a nice time. It's not too bad. I thought it was like 6 in the morning or something like that. But look, it looks like that's done, and it's a really good signing. And as I said before, I think Liverpool are jumping a queue here for this guy. They've got it. Looks like they've got it over the line. So with a bit of luck, everything goes good. Transfer gone through. Douglas Costa has gone to LA Galaxy, former Bayern winger via First Division Brazilian outfit, says Kev O'Sullivan. Yeah, still some stuff going through. Craig Clark is in Thailand and he says hello. He loves the shows. Nice one. What time is it in Thailand? I'm going to guess at 7 p.m. I'm brutal with times. I know certain places in the world are 5 and 6 and 7 hours behind us. I'm worse when it goes the other way and they're ahead of us. So Klopp said Thiago will train today, says Ali A. Oh, well then, lovely. The stuff I read is wrong. Unbelievable. Delighted, because I think it's a great game for him to come back into. Reclaimer will be in here soon, looking for 100 likes. We're on 37. Make sure you hit that like button or he gets very upset. So look, it looks like that Carvalho stuff, let's leave it there. It looks like it's agreed. You probably won't hear an awful lot on that from now till when he signs. It looks like it's just done. Gav, do you realise the effect you're having on people? My half hour for dinner is usually 12:30 to 1. It's now 2 till 2:30. It helps my boss is also a red, says Norman. I can't do it any other time, Norman. If I could do a 12:30 to 1, I absolutely would. It's just not possible. But I really appreciate you switching your lunch break around, and a big shout out to your boss who's also a red. He should be listening, or she should be listening, and if they should be subscribing and liking and sharing. That's all I'm going to say, Norman. Check that checklist and come back to me and let me know how it's getting on. So Carvalho, let's move it. Jurgen Klopp does a press conference in preparation for the FA Cup. Looks like Elliott will be involved. So on Harvey Elliott, terrible injury against Leeds, I want to say in October. A really unfortunate one. The guy that makes the tackle on him, I think, is very unfortunate as well. Didn't mean any harm by it. Got a red card. Didn't mean any harm by it. Rules of the game, all that sort of stuff. But Harvey Elliott has fought back to be in contention on the first week of February for Liverpool in the FA Cup, which is absolutely brilliant. Delighted for him, delighted for the player, delighted for everyone that likes Harvey Elliott, wants to see him back playing and playing well. So it's one of those where, it's something. He was progressing really, really well, and to see him fight back like that, and to see his progression fighting back was really good. And I really want to see him play on Sunday, because I think he was really on his trajectory in this side where I think he was going to nail a place. I genuinely think he was going to nail a place in that side. So to see him back, to see Harvey Elliott, as Klopp said, looks like he will be involved on Sunday, is absolutely brilliant. And you know what? I really hope he comes back. I'm not expecting too much from him, but him to be back is absolutely fabulous news. Just on the transfer stuff, Jurgen Klopp was asked a really awkward question in the press conference with regards to fans not being happy with the spend Liverpool have, the way they do business, the amount of money they spend. Klopp looked a bit bemused by it all. He asked the journalist, or the person asking the question, who is criticising us, and the guy kind of mumbled and muttered a little bit, and Klopp just went, we have a strategy. Our strategy is to sign the right players at the right time, and kind of put it all to bed, which was great. Absolutely brilliant. So I was absolutely delighted with that. He's nearly quoting what Shawnee said last night on the Man on Football show, which if you haven't watched or listened back to, go and watch or listen back to it. We had a brilliant time last night talking about the 25 most expensive transfers of all time. Are they hits, are they misses, or are they just you're waiting on them? And the hit and miss rate is unbelievable. It was a really good show last night. A really, really good show. He's spoken on that. He's spoken on Luis Diaz. He's spoken on Elliott. If Thiago is training, I'm absolutely delighted with that. Luis Diaz, last I seen, I'm kind of watching to see where this fella is, because I'm still holding out hope that he will turn up at Anfield and play on Sunday. But Luis Diaz, last time he's been seen has been in Paris. Talk is that he's there to sort out his visa. Somebody on Twitter pointed out yesterday that Féileacáin done the exact same thing, coming back from South America into Paris to sort out a visa and then into the UK. I'm really hoping that we see some pictures today of Luis Diaz, or around the training ground, or an interview, or whatever it might be. If he's not going to play, fine. But the next best thing would be to see some coverage of Luis Diaz in Liverpool training gear, at the AXA Training Centre, or at Anfield, doing some interviews. I'd be absolutely delighted. Chris Brack says, I think Sunday we go as strong as possible. Lots of players have had 2 weeks off. We need to remove rustiness, ready for Leicester. Plus FA Cup is 5 subs, so get game one early and then use the squad players. I don't think anyone would disagree with that, Chris. Thursday's a huge game against Leicester. It's one that we have to go on. I think it's Thursday. We have to go and win, and everyone is winning. You have to keep winning. We've got a little chink with Man City drawing at Southampton. Because of that chink, we went and we capitalised to a certain extent. We know when our game in hand is coming. It's at the end of this month, last week of this month, and we really need to be on the ball for these league games. I know we want to progress in the FA Cup. I know we have to watch Champions League, but in the league we need to be absolutely bang on it. Diaz has supposedly arrived here, says Aunt Dicko. Debut in the Leicester game maybe for Luis Diaz. Man on Football show needs to do a follow-up episode and keep going down that highway transfer list until we find the sweet spot where there are more hits than misses, says Sass Copboy. Cracking show last night, says Emma Kavanagh. You extended it to the top 30 transfers of all time. It was 20 misses, 7 hits and 3 undecided in the end. Yeah, it was, and we're going to follow her up, because a lot of people in the comments afterwards, and this is why we asked you to comment after the show as to what you want to see or what you don't like. We're going to go and look at probably the best 25 pound for pound, and we will do that, but that takes a bit of work and a bit of looking into things, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Apparently he landed in Liverpool earlier. Gav, people track the plane he was supposedly on. That's what we do. We love tracking planes. Starting 11 for Sunday, Gav. I gave it out yesterday. I'll have to see if Luis Diaz turns up today and he's all the pomp and ceremony around him. I might get him on the bench, but we'll have to wait and see. Mo and Sadio final after the Cardiff game. Yeah, and best of luck to both. I can't choose between. You know what? It's not a case of who I want to win. Whoever wins it, and fair play to them. Looking at the fixture list, a hell of a lot of games coming up, says Kieran B. I think it's 7 in 22. 7 games in 22 or 23 days, that's the way it is when you get into February, March, and you're in all the competitions. It's just the way it goes. Big game for LFC women too at the weekend, playing bottom of the league while second in the league, have a tricky game, hoping for 2 wins on Sunday for the men and the women. The women, of course, are flying. If you haven't checked out our coverage of the women's team, go and check it out. Headed by Chris. He does a monthly show with Philippa Smallwood, Neil Atkinson and Emma Sanders. It's really, really good. It's a new thing we're doing. He's doing it once a month and it's really good. Go and check it out because the women are flying as well. Love the playing tracker, says Emma Kavanagh. Yeah, how can you not? Liverpool have tweeted about Diaz. Gav, let me know what that tweet is. LFC Twitter just started tweeting Diaz content. Lovely. Well, I'm going to get off here in the next 5 minutes or so because it's a really short show for a Friday. Hope Elliott gets a run out on Sunday. So do I. Consider subbing to Man On Football Channel. A few of the lads have started. Yeah, listen, we put a couple of the Man On Football shows onto this channel just to drum up a bit of interest, and but we will be reverting back to the Man On channel for them shows. And look, we get hundreds of people watching on this channel. On that channel, probably 40 to 50 watching, but we don't care if it's 10 or 500 or 1,000. We just like discussing football from around the world. If you want to subscribe, I think the link is in the description. But it's a really nice thing we do. Monday usually at 9 p.m, Thursdays 10 p.m. So look, it's one of those where you can get involved if you want. Gav Diaz has landed, says Ali A. So it's on for Sunday. No way, Chris, they tagged the Trippers or Gav. I think somebody has tagged us. I don't think Liverpool have tagged us unless they're watching and they said, listen, we might as well tag them because they never shut up about it. You're really not a Liverpool fan if you don't track planes. Yeah, if you don't have one of those app tracking planes randomly, you really, really, really don't. As I said, a short show today because of Friday. It's just because I've other stuff to be doing. I've meetings and different things, so I just wanted to pop on for 15 minutes or so, let you know about what Klopp said. Diaz has landed, which I'm fucking delighted about. Thiago's absolutely fine, which is great news. So let's see. Before I go though, give us your score prediction for Cardiff at the weekend and let me know in that prediction if you think Luis Diaz will play or score. Let me know. I'm telling you now, Gav, Diaz coming on in the 90th minute on Sunday and scores with his arse. Yeah, listen, I'll take it. I just want to see him play. Club just tweeted Diaz arriving and said will be lots of Diaz content today. So we should all really get off here and go and check out that Diaz content. We really should. But listen, I'm going to leg it. I did say it was going to be a short show. I had to shorten it today because of other commitments. But what I will say to you is enjoy the rest of your Friday. Check out Sports Unplugged tonight because it'll be a cracker with Keith and Kev. And check out Man On Football show from yesterday, from last night. It was a banger. It really, really was. We're back on Sunday as well with full-time Reds with me and Kev, hopefully. And the Fatback 4 on Sunday night. So we've a good few things going on. 4-0 says Sas Copoy, 3-0 says Teo, 4-1 says Emma Kavanagh, 3-1 says Kev O'Sullivan, and he doesn't think he plays. Matshoya is probably my favourite name in this group at the moment. He says 2-0, Diaz doesn't feature. Liverpool 5, Cardiff 0, Jota, Chamberlain, VVD, Elliott and Diaz on the score sheet. 3-0, Elliott bags, says Real Talk Football TV. Mark Hughes, love the chat. First time listening live today. Keep up the great content. Cheers, Mark. But don't worry, we always have it's always here for you to watch later, and it will be out as a podcast later as well. 3-0 win for Kevin Ball. Acoustic sport in the world tonight, says Sascott Boy. It could be. I think there's rugby involved. There's definitely the FA Cup. There's definitely Liverpool and whatever else people on sports they want to talk about. Jump in there at 10 p.m. Likes, boys, come on, boys, work hard, deserve our likes. These boys better than all the other shite you all watch. That's a lot of boys written down there. You're at 71. We will get over the 100. We get over the 100 and the reclaimer will be absolutely fine. That has been the Cop Update for Friday. It's a shortened one, but don't worry, we'll be back on Monday. As I said, enjoy those shows over the weekend. Enjoy your weekend, whatever you're doing. Enjoy watching the Reds on Sunday, and we'll talk to you soon. Over and out.